2.2 graphs of functions. Learning objectives. Graph functions by plotting points. Use the vertical line test to identify functions. 3. Obtain information about a function from its graph. 4. Identify the domain and the range of the function from its graph. Notes: the graph of function is the graph of the order pairs. If a vertical line intersects a graph in more than one point, the graph does not define y as a function of f, function of x. Okay? You have 5 words here. You need to search those words on the internet or in the book and write their meanings in your own language. Okay? Or your own terms. Now, let's take a look at the vertical line test. If I have a graph, what graph is this? It's a circle, correct? If I put a vertical line test to check if this is a function, if it cuts it in 2 points, then it's not a function. Is this clear? Type. What about this graph? Vertical line test. The graph is what? Function. One is yes and one is what? No. Okay. Now let's take a look at the graph here. We can find the domain and we can find the range from the function. Okay. Now let's take a look at this graph. Okay. What is the domain here? The domain is x values. Where is the x values going? Where is the x values going? Negative infinity. And where is the x values going? Positive infinity. So your domain here is what? From negative infinity to what? Positive infinity. Now what about the range? Range is y. Where do you start the y? Is it open or closed? Open. So in this case, we'll say open, yani open parenthesis 0, comma. Where it's going? To infinity. Is this clear? Type. Let's see. X is 2 here, right? You go up here. So how much is y? 1, 2, 3, 4. How much is y? 4. Is this clear? Type. Can I ask one of you to tell me the answer? Okay. How much is f of 0? 0, correct. How much is f of negative 2? 2, very good. How much is f of 1? 1, correct. How much is f of 1.5? How much? 1.5 means in here, right? So how much this one? 2. Is this clear?
Why is f of 0 equal 0?
Because, yeah, why f of 0 equals 0?
The same.
See this one here? This is what? It's a closed circle. How much the point here? Who can tell me what's the point here? 0 and 2. So when you put x be 0, y become 2. I get it from here. Clear? But not from here. Here it will not give you 0. It will not give you 0 here. Okay. All right. So so here I have to change this, right? Correct. F of 0 is what? F of 0 is what? It's 2. Okay. Thank you for this. Is this clear? All right. Let's move on. This is concepts and vocabulary. You need to do that. Now let's go and do some graphing. Here I have f of x equal what? 3x. So I'm gonna use few points. Okay. I'm gonna use 0. I'm gonna use -1. I'm gonna use 1. If x is 0, how much is y?
0.
0. Correct. So your point is what? 0, comma 0. So that's the first point. -1 is going to be how much? How much is y? -3. So it's -1, -1 minus 3. Where is -1? -1 here, and -3 where? Here. One. 3. So it's going to be 1 and 3. Where is 1? Here. Where is 3? Here. And then you connect the points. It makes what? Makes a straight line. Clear? Now let's do the next one. I'll just use the same points, okay? 3 points is enough. So 3 minus 1 plus 1, how much is that? Minus 2. So the first point, -1 minus 2. Second point, 1. So 0 and 1. Third point, 4. So 1 and 4. Now let's go here and graph it. -1, -2. This one here, right? 0 and 1. Here, right? Yeah, here, right? And then 1 and 4. Where is 1 and 4? 1 here. And where is 4? Here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. So it looks like the line are a parallel, right? They are parallel. Parallel means what? Yeah, they are next to each other. Is this clear? That's how you graph it. Just take 3 points. It's enough. Move on. Bring, if I graph a vertical line, how many points does it cut the graph? 1 point. If it cuts it in 1 point, that means what? Function. Type here. If I make a vertical line, how many points does it cut the graph? How many? Many points, right? Then it's what? Not function. What about here? Function or not function?
Yes, it's function.
It's a function. Is this clear? Any questions? Clear or not clear? Now, use the graph of f to find the indicating function value. F of 2, how much is x here? 2. Where is x here? 2. So this point is what? 2 and what?
0.
0. So how much is y? How much is y?
0.
0. Okay? Can you do this for classwork? Yalla, do it now. Yalla. It's on your booklet. F of 0. How much is f of 0? 4. F of 1. Where is x1? Here, right? 1.5. Okay? Easy? Tell me use the graph each function to identify the domain and range. What is the domain here? The domain is what? -5, right?
1.
What else?
1.
1. What else? -2 and 4. And what is the range? Okay, I'll leave it for you to do the range. Okay? What about the domain here? Domain is x values.
0.
0. This point is how much? 0 and 2, right? So it's 0. What else? Here, how much is here? 1 and what? 3. So 1. What else you have? Do you have 2? Do you have 3? Do you have 4? And it's moving on, right? Because this line is moving on, right? What about on the left side? Minus, right? So it's what? -1, -2, and move on. So that's mean from where to where? From -infinity to what? Positive infinity. What about the range? Starting from where? -2 or 2? 2. To where? Positive infinity. Open or close? Is 2 open or closed? Closed. You have to be careful. Is this clear?
Why did we start from 2?
Why start from 2?
The height.
How much is here the y?
Lowest point,
The y here is how much? 2.
which is the lowest point.
Lowest point, correct. Clear?